Okay, some time to catch up on the news and so forth. What did I read today? You know, there's a lot of places where they're using drones for war purposes, and because of that, a lot of people need things like counter-drone equipment and all that. And this one here says, #1 threat, drone attacks prompt urgent $500 million request from Pentagon. As it says here, drone attacks have become the #1 threat to US troops deployed abroad, prompting a $500 million urgent request to help erect defenses. Cheap, easy to use, and hard to defend against, drones toting explosives pose risks to troops akin to IEDs that killed and wounded thousands of US troops in Iraq and Afghanistan, according to senior military and US officials and experts. It was a one-way attack drone launched by the Iranian-backed militants that killed 3 US soldiers in January after slipping past defenses at their base in Jordan. This is a new weapon system, Senator Jack Reed, D. Rhode Island, and chairman of the Armed Services Committee said in an interview. It's cheap, it can be sophisticated in terms of its electronics to identify targets itself remotely and then attack. This is a new phase of warfare and we have to get ready, and we are. Military officials described an intense effort to protect troops from drones with missiles, microwave radiation, and lasers. The Pentagon is receiving more than $500 million through a supplemental request to Congress to address the drone threat. President Joe Biden signed it into law Wednesday as part of the $95 billion foreign aid package. And they do talk about things, for example, like how the US used to dominate with things like the Predator drones and all that, but are they falling behind? I guess with this funding, they're going to be more prepared, I suppose, unless for some reason someone's using the funds in an unexpected way. Money funneling, for example. And this was kind of a fascinating piece of news where, as you know, when it comes to things like AI programs, it's becoming really hard to discern what's real and what's fake, and there is that constant debate. What if people misuse it to try to accuse people of something they've never done? Well, apparently that happened here. This one says, Baltimore teacher accused of using AI to create fake racist recording of principal. Imagine that, huh? It says here, a high school athletics director suspected of using artificial intelligence to create a fake racist recording of a principal in Baltimore has been arrested by police. Police arrested 31-year-old Darian of Pikesville High School on Thursday after an investigation into an AI-generated recording which featured the duplicated voice of the school's principal, Eric Eiswert. Officers alleged that Eiswert was investigating Darian in connection with a potential mishandling of school funds when the latter man purportedly created the recording. In a press conference on Thursday, Baltimore County Police Chief Robert McCullough said, "We now have conclusive evidence that the recording was not authentic." The Baltimore County Police Department reached that determination after conducting an extensive investigation which included bringing in a forensic analyst contracted with the FBI to review the recording. The results of the analysis indicated the recording contained traces of AI-generated content. McCullough added that detectives also obtained a second expert opinion from a forensic analyst with the University of California, Berkeley, who also determined that the recording was inauthentic. Based off of those findings and further investigation, it has been determined the recording was generated through the use of artificial intelligence technology. So it makes me wonder how they actually determined that. For example, is it because of unnatural cuts, for example, which often happens when they use things like these generated, I guess, voices? And it makes you wonder again, how do regular people distinguish what's real and what's not in a lot of cases? Because when you first, I guess, glance at it, you'll assume it's perfectly legitimate. But this is a great example, in my opinion, of people that would abuse the tech. So how could you, I guess, prevent people from doing this? What is that? Is it... Okay, that wraps up that adventure. The unfortunate thing is, usually in those cases, there's not much you can actually show, obviously. So that's a little unfortunate, but till the next one, I guess. Alright, see you guys later.